Hey guys, thanks for visiting today. It's Delisha, Kentucky Sass, and the hand. There it is, the infamous hand. And if you're visiting with me, thank you. If you are a first timer, please subscribe and buckle up, because Lord knows what I might say, because I tend to ramble. And then if you have subscribed and are coming back, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening, and we appreciate your comments. I want to show off my Mother's Day shirt first. So as many of you know, my son is deaf. So he went to RIT in upstate New York, and this is love in sign language. So if you were gonna finger spell it out, this is how you would spell love. So I promised him I would put it on for the video. So I hope you like it. It's what he got me for Mother's Day. I wanted a little something else, but I do love this shirt, and I appreciate him thinking of me. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day and your children treated you well. I actually wrote a script, so good night. Who knows where in the heck. So I'm going to be referring down to my script. I apologize because this is the first time. I wanted to show off. I know a lot of people have been doing some notions on theirs, and I wanted to show off a few little notions that I have and that I use. So this is a little needle minder book. All it is felt with a strip sewn on and a button. I made this 100 years ago. Mary Jane's Farm Girl. I love her. She does magazines and she has a Farm Girl connection. And sometimes you would trade things. So I made a book. Actually, it was a little nicer than this one, and sent someone. And then I can't tell you what they sent me, but I also made me one. And I just put my needles in here. And again, when you open it, it is just inside felt. So a 3-year-old could probably do this. But that is what I use to keep my needles in. And I do use John James needles. And that's mainly what I used. Although I have started using the needle with the little ballpoint on it, and I really do like that. And I got some needles from Crazy Annie, but I can't remember the name, and I really like those as well. I'll try to remember the name and put those down below. I use these scissors. These are, I don't even know what they call them, but they're about like $3 or $4 at our LNS at Keepsakes. These are the sharpest scissors that I have found. And last night I left these in my bed when I was sewing, and we're just lucky, let's say, that my husband didn't get his eyeball punched out or another organ cut up, because these bad boys are sharp. So I love these. I don't know the name. I know they're in pink, green, and yellow, and they're the sharpest that I found. I've got several pair. I have 2 needle threaders. This is the one that I was using before, and it's okay. It's the DMC needle threader, but this one is cheaper, smaller, and to me it works a little bit better. So I bought several of these now. Excuse me. And this might be my favorite thing. This is called a snag davit. You can get these excuse me, at Joann's. And Pam turned me on to these. What it does, if you have a thread that's not laying quite right or something, sometimes I'll get where I've ended a thread, that comes up, you know, like the little loose fibers. I take this, it's sharp on one end, but it's got some grooved edges on the others, and I just poke that down and it pulls that loose thread back through. And I love it. Apparently I'm dying. So I do apologize for the coughing. I don't know what's wrong with me. But those are some of the little items that I use, and I can testify about each one of these. I like them, and I use them daily when I am doing my cross stitch. Now, I only brought one whip to show today. I've got a couple others at home, but I just brought one. This is my second Maynia start. I hope you can see it. And I did change up the the floss in this. This is a Madame Chantilly, and it's on 28 count R&R fabric. I don't remember the name of the fabric, but I did switch it up so it'd be a little bit darker than what Madame Chantilly asked for. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm really excited because I used my friend Candy's pink for the cheeks. And she dyed, Candy Askins, Candy Stitches, and she dyed that. I got pink, and I know the people, all of our friends got a couple of colors, but I really love that in there. And the other thing I did, I have not used it yet, but I'm excited. I changed the girl's hair. She was a brunette. Can you get me a drink, please? I'm sorry. She was a brunette like the guy, but I switched her hair. Of course, she had to be a redhead. I mean, I couldn't have a brunette elf. So her hair is Classic Color Works Campfire. Thank you, hand. There's the hand working. So I did switch up her hair. I really think I can finish this by this weekend. So I'm excited to get it finished, and I'm going to fully finish this myself, like Barb did at Keepsakes. So I really love that piece. And that's the only whip that I brought. Now, I've got some haul here. And I've got Crazy Annie Floss of the Month. And I get the primitive colors because most of my stuff that I do, I tend to like the darker prim colors. And so this is May's hand-dyed. And I love all these colors. This is from Color and Cotton. This is called Americano. This is Almond. This is Barnwood. I love that Barnwood. This is Old Moss. I mean, who doesn't like something with the word old in it? And this is Black Walnut. And since I'm nutty and love to eat, I guess I really love this too. So this, I love these colors. I love the names of the colors. And I also belong to Crazy Annie's Fabric of the Month. And this might be my favorite piece of fabric from her so far. I love the name, and I do love the color. This is 32 linen, and this is called Discord. And I just love it. It's a purple, and I can probably see doing some kind of Halloween-y project on that. But I'm not sure what yet. I really love that. And this one is, again, 32 linen. I try to usually use 32. This is called Fog. So both of those are from Crazy Annie. And then I'm really excited, and I'm excited to show these too. This is my Garon bags. Now, I use these, the smaller ones, and I just love the colors. I like owls, but I love the colors in this. I use these small ones to keep my, like my scissors in for a project, my needles, my needle threader. These are perfect. And I saw, like, I like Gary. He is on the Florida, or the Sunshine Stitchers. And I really like Gary on there. He's very funny. But then Ronnie was on something. And he just is so sincere and just like the sweetest person. I just fell in love with him. So he makes all of these bags. And I just really like him. So if you have not checked them out, it's Garon Toten Bags. And he does such a good job. This one, of course, I'm crazy about puppies. So I love, and this is a different size. This size I like because I can put several projects in and take with me wherever I go. So I can put 3 or 4, bags in this and take it. But the quality is really good. I think Ronnie and Gary are really good people. I really like the variety that they have. And I just really like the sincerity of Ronnie because he just is like the best to me. Okay, now I have some finishes. Now, I have a couple of finishes that are still at the shop. I'm going to go up and get them this week. But this is part of Stitch Mania, and I'm really excited because I only chose to do 3 projects for May. And 2 of them are finished, and 1 is almost finished. I'll get this one finished for the end of May. So for me, Mania was good because I did what was in my comfort zone to do and finish, and I really am pleased with the way it turned out. This is a fully finished little sled. It's called Sheep Sled, and it, you know, I mean, to say I finished it, big deal, but it's really cute and I like it, and it's a finish. So there's that. And this one is one of Crazy Annie's ornaments. So I belong to her ornament club also, and this is the top hat, and I love it. And then I finished the one that's probably at the shop, it may be finished, that's got the car in it. So this is my second finish of Crazy Annie's ornaments, and I just love both of those. And I think that's all for that. Now I want to talk about Stitchy Kindness. This mug, of course, I'm from Kentucky. I love everything Kentucky. I bleed blue. And my friend Darla is Kentucky Stitcher, and she was so thoughtful. I got this in the mail and she lives in Kentucky, but she knows how much I love Kentucky, and she sent this great mug to me. I love it, and I love Darla. I've met her several times, and she's just like one of the sweetest humans ever. So, you know, we have a great stitching community, and I just appreciate the people that I get to meet and learn from, and Darla is definitely one of those. And the last thing I want to talk about is I'm trying to pick up a new craft. Not that I don't have enough, because Lord knows you can't get in my house. But I have a friend, Sonia Kane. Now, she is a member of the Guild here in Cincinnati, and I think she's their PR person. And on Country Stitchers, she was mentioned their past episode, and I'll link them below as well. But she is multi-talented, and she came and spent 2.5 hours with me yesterday. She probably needs mental help now, but that's a long time to spend with me. So she does punch needle. So I've been wanting to learn because I like primitive, I like vintage, I like old. And so she came and spent time yesterday with me and my friend here at the bank, Janet, teaching us how to do some punch needle. And she surprised me and gave me some patterns. So this is Teresa Kogut punch needle embroidery pattern, and I think it's called Give Thanks. And I love, this is probably the first one I want to try to do. Right now I'm just practicing moving my needle because I like get wild, but you can't get wild. This is the Old Saltbox Farm, and this is again Teresa Kogut. This is a slice of Heritage Sweet Lucy. And I think that this is the first one that Sonia did. And so I just wanted to show you this one. And this is called 3 Sheep Studio Grandma's House. And I'm really looking forward to doing these. And I think what I need to do is get some Valdani thread. It's done with DMC, so I'm going to be practicing with just the DMC, and then order some Valdani thread. And I know Craft Gallery has Valdani thread, so you can check them out for theirs. And I can't remember, I want to think Snowflake Memories is the other place, but I'll link that below as well. So that's all I have. I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day. You know, where I'm from, we would always go to the cemetery like on Sundays and clean off and bring lunch and have with us. So I hope you remember those who you've lost, and have a great Memorial Day, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.